Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show here on KOXE. I am Derek Stuckley along with Brownwood Lions Athletic Director Mitch Moore. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, thank you. It's good. Still nice weather, so
It is.
I'm going to keep
It is.
being thankful for the weather.
Week.
Yeah, we keep saying that, but it is true.
Yeah.
It was a nice day.
Well, we had some nice weather last night. The Lady Lions softball team was in action, and I guess I'll let you recap that.
Yeah, I was out there last night sitting on the berm, which I really like in right field. You can sit up on the little hump and watch the little berm of dirt. Right now will be grass, and you can watch the game. But a pretty good battle. It was back and forth for till about the fifth, and then they kind of broke it open with a 3-run home run. But the girls were battling. We had one home run as well, so throughout that game. But good game against a bigger classification, and like I said, a battle through 5, and just that one 3-run shot kind of put us down. But good game, especially good competition. That was good.
Yeah, good offensive night.
Yeah, it was.
Allen hit another home run.
Yeah,
Had a little light show after she hit the home
did.
run.
That's right. Light show's working at softball. I'm still working on the lights at baseball. I went over and messed around with them, and something's up. I have got to figure it out and get with the company, but every time I push a button, it blacks out, so I can't do it during a game. I did it during, was that last week's game?
It was the first game.
Oh, the first game, that's right.
We had a little delay.
Yeah, that was me. And the lights went out, and I was panicked because that was anxiety set in because I shut the lights off, and everybody just looking up like it went pitch dark too. It was black. It was supposed to flash the lights, not turn the lights off. We got them back on, and then I turned off that machine and got out of there and didn't touch another button. So last night, without a game, I went over to baseball to check the lights. Something glitched in the system, so I got that turned in. So we'll get those fixed so that they won't be turning off every time I punch a button, or I won't be touching any buttons. So.
Well, speaking of softball and baseball, while we're at it, they're paving the parking lot.
Yes, that was the first little seal coat or whatever went down on that yesterday. It takes a day or two to dry, so we'll be able to park on it for the JV baseball tournament this weekend on Friday and Saturday. But then next week, the plan is to start paving, putting the asphalt down and then getting it striped. So we'll be without that parking lot next week. And then maybe another week. It's timing. It's almost week by week, depending on weather, materials, getting things in and getting things scheduled. But it's going to be nice. But yes, asphalt should be going on that next week, and then they'll get it all striped and be done with that. So we can park in one place and stay consistent. But I think next week we're going to have alter the parking again. So just be patient, but it takes time, and the weather's good. It moves a little quicker.
Definitely. Well, softball is all we had going on last night. I guess what's coming up the rest of the week?
Softball's headed to the Llano tournament. They're scheduled for games on, I think, 2 games on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and 1 on Saturday. Just received some notification today, though, that a team has dropped out of that tournament in Llano, so the schedule may change again with the team leaving. They may adjust some games, so we'll get that out for the updated times on those games. If I assume they will change, since you're losing a team. So I don't know who dropped out of the Llano tournament, but somebody did. And then baseball's headed to Sweetwater, and they're playing 2 games on Thursday, a game on Friday, and another game on Saturday. So it looks like the weather will be good, so they get all those games in, and hopefully nobody will drop out, and we'll get some good. I think we're playing Lakeview, Jim Ned, Wall, and Merkel on the boys' side. Mm-hmm. On the girls' side, Llano, Ballinger, Marble Falls, Plainview, and Wall, unless one of those teams dropped out. And then we won't be playing them.
I don't think it'll be Llano.
Won't be Llano. They'll stay there. So, yeah, so baseball and softball, this will be I believe the last tournament for the girls. Yes, this is their 3rd tournament and the 2nd for the boys. So I think the baseball will have one more tournament in a week and finish up their tournament season. We are hosting, I did mention, JV tournament this Friday and Saturday. I think we got 3 teams plus Brownwood playing. So if you catch some baseball, come out. You can park in the parking lot on Friday and Saturday. Next week we'll have a different parking plan, but yeah, so come out if you got to watch some of the JV baseballers playing this weekend.
Okay. What else we got going on?
Soccer will host, boys and girls both host Little River Academy on Friday, doubleheader, 5 and 7. And so keep soccer going. Girls, of course, undefeated in the district and still trying to remain that way. And guys had beaten Little River, I believe, the first time. And so hope we'll come out again. They came off a great effort on Tuesday night or last Friday against Lampasas. So hopefully they'll keep that going this Friday and get back on a winning track. And they're wrapping their season up. I think we're lagged down to about 2 district games for them after Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
So
Playoffs
we're
right
getting
around the
ready
corner.
for the playoffs. That's exactly right. Golf. Boys golf team will be competing at the Hideout in the Abilene, I don't know what they call it, Abilene High Invitational.
Yeah.
So Abilene High hosts a tournament at the Hideout.
They did this last year.
They did last year. So Brownwood will be playing in the Abilene High Invitational at the Hideout in Brownwood. So
Short drive.
yeah, it's nice to get to play out there. So that's a Friday and Saturday tournament for them. And then the girls will be headed to Lubbock to play the regional preview Friday and Saturday, and which will also be Coach Mark Wilson's final tournament as Brownwood girls golf coach. So he has announced his retirement at the end of this week. When he gets back, he's officially retired on Saturday night when he comes back with the girls golf team. That'll be his last tournament. But we're excited that Mallory Garcia, who is a former BHS golfer and currently on staff coaching, she'll really be finishing the year as a girls golf coach, and then we'll be looking at the future. But she again played golf here. I think she was a regional qualifier a couple times. Not the state, yeah. I think she was a state qualifier. Played at Howard Payne. Mm-hmm. So it's good. She's excited, and I appreciate her stepping up, and she's going to finish out the golf season and continue to coach softball. So thankful for her to help that. And I'm thankful for Coach Hortz kind of helping me out with kind of managing schedules, and Coach Hortz and I will probably be going to some golf tournaments as assistants. For if Mallory's got a golf tournament, she may have a golf tournament in Abilene, I believe, and then we're going to send her on to the softball game down in Brock. And so Coach Hortz is going to help me out, and she's always willing to do whatever it takes to get things done around here. And so I'm thankful for her and grateful that she'll fill in for golf and not miss any of track either. So thankful for those ladies helping out and getting us through the season. But we wish Mark Wilson best of luck. He's actually retiring, but I mean, he may not have said this, but I'll say it. He's going to coach football in Utah. So he's got a buddy, and he's going to become he's the defensive coordinator, and I forgot what school.
Well, there you go.
But
that's a unique retirement.
I know. So it's an opportunity for him to kind of coach a friend of his in the past, and so it's good for him. And he's done a lot of things at Brownwood throughout his years. He coached here with Coach Shipley, and has coached golf for many years on the boys and girls side, and so thankful for what he's given back to Brownwood. He's made a drive. He's lived in Abilene. He's always lived in Abilene, so he's driven to Brownwood for I don't know how many years, however long ago when Shipley started, and that's how long he's been driving from Abilene every day. So appreciate Coach Wilson and wish him the best.
Every day, is he?
No, he's not going to drive to Utah. That's a little more of a commute, but yeah, he's going to have to fly there. But appreciate him and all he did and gave back to multiple sports here. I mean, he coached girls basketball for a while when he was here back during when Shipley was here, that Shipley era. So excited, but thankful for Mallory and Coach Hortz and Coach McGee for working together to make this happen for the girls. And Coach Hortz and I will be assisting golf, but trying not to get giving any advice on swinging. So
might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. So
one thing I forgot to put on our list there, we got track boys and girls are
Yes.
at McMurray Saturday.
yes, I'm excited that it looks like weather will be good. I mean, for a great day of track, so they're going over to McMurray, the Invitational there, and so I expect to have some good competition. Probably some few bigger schools in the Abilene area, and so it'll be a good meet for girls coming off that win or their first place finish at Lakeview. And then boys really getting, this is kind of their first one. They had that Decatur meet, a couple weeks ago, but they've haven't had a meet, so this will be good. Get them all out there. And I know that we're going to be transporting baseballers and track between Sweetwater and Abilene to make sure, they're doing multiple things, so we'll get them back and forth.
Well, we got some kids that also got some honors.
Yeah, all district. Girls came out today, and congrats to the first team selections, Hannah Dean, Isis Hall, and Trinity Roberts. And if you look at all three of those are all underclassmen, junior, and a sophomore. So that's good to know. You got those girls coming back. Second team, Jade Marin and Nyla Hall. I know how to say. I announced her several times in a basketball game, but I went blank there. Both those underclassmen too. So excited they'll be back as well. And then honorable mention Kate Tyndall and Lainey Johnson. Of course, Kate's a senior, but what a fierce competitor she is. And she's in track now. She's a state cross country, and I expect her to be at the state track meet again. But she's a competing jack. I mean, she gets after it. So. She is a senior, so we will miss her next year. But Lainey Johnson will be back, and so a good little nucleus of young players coming back on the girls' basketball team. Who I think Coach Horse did a great job with them. They're right there. We were in the game with Glen Rose and Brock. Beat Stephenville, and they can beat those schools, and they can make a run next year. To me, at a district championship and beyond. They're athletic enough, they're talented enough, and we know Coach Horch will work them hard and get them ready to play. And so I'm excited to see that group of girls compete again next year, because I think they're right at that, right there, and then just they're ready to go to the next level, and they're all young. Yeah. So that's good. And then on the boys' side, first team went to Casey Freeble. Got to watch them. He quite the shooter. And so, he long range, and he knocked him down. Yeah, he 30 plus every time. And then second team selections went to Ross Strasner and Weston Wolf, both seniors, and then honorable mention Durham Brown. And so, losing quite a few seniors in boys basketball. We've got a few younger kids coming up, so we need to look them they were competitive in quite a few games, and so just didn't come out on the winning side, but look to them to some of the younger ones step up with a lot of seniors gone, and kind of refocus and get some wins in district next year.
Definitely. And we got some regional powerlifting.
Yeah, powerlifting. 3 boys are going on. They'll be competing in Decatur on March 8th. Preston Cook, Gus Gonzalez, and Aiden Packheiser. So those 3 will be competing, I guess, in a few weeks. And then 16 girls. So I'm going to have to read this list, and I'll butcher names because there's quite a few of them. But, 16 girls qualifying for regional, and they're competing in Dublin this Friday. But Emera Lombrano, Ashley Robinson, Sydney Atkins, Kendall Ratliff, Aubrey Hubbard, Amaya Avalos, Allison Reyna, Atlanta Olguin, Kinley Martin, Emily Diaz, Leslie Rios, Elia Burnt, Delana Hall, Jayla Brew, Jalen Carrillo, Liliana Martinez. That's 16 of them. That's impressive. Very impressive to 16 going to regional meet. So good job to Coach Lovelady for getting those girls prepared and coaching them up and getting them there. And, of course, Coach Denard with the boys. And so that's great. So I would expect hopefully get some state qualifiers out of that. So it's a good group of girls.
Definitely.
Strength. So it's good stuff.
Before we go on to anything else, I'll ask you, football update, anything on that?
Nothing new. Still through the process, getting applications, and we'll start making plans to interview and keep that process moving. So to get somebody in here as soon as we can.
Okay. And then the Big Country FCA office sent over their release this morning that Thursday, June the 5th, we will have the softball and baseball games.
Right, we had kind of talked about that. I didn't know the date. I knew the date range, but so those will both be in Brownwood. excited again. Parking lot should be done
That's right.
at time, and again, Coach Sanford's coaching baseball, and then like during the day, as well as Coach Stacks will be coaching the football game, which will be over in Abilene. So that's good. He'll be getting to coach his son. I assume they're on the same team, but maybe not. Maybe they drafted Braden. So I would think they get to, yeah. So that'd be good, you know, kind of get coach your son in one more game. I think that's special for them, and so excited for the Stacks family, and he can get to coach in that game and Braden gets to play.
And those softball and baseball games, that's a great time to check out the berms. You can
Yeah.
sit up there and watch both at the same time.
Maybe some grass, and it'll be
Maybe
daylight.
a berm by then.
Yeah, maybe, but it's good. It's a good spot. You can kind of go back and forth on them and watch both games. It's good. It's a good spot. I enjoyed it. So, but no, that's a lot going on. Still going on. So,
All right. Well,
spring is a busy time.
Is there anything else we need to mention today, sir?
Now, we appreciate the sponsors, Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Admin, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right. Well, that will be a wrap for today's Brownwood Lions Coaches Show here on KOXE. We will be back Monday, so check us out on KOXE, KOXE.com, and the KOXE app.